It's a new year, new me, I'm vlogging every day of January, but I guess that means it's not a new me because I'm doing the exact same thing that I did in 2020. Oh God, that can't be good. Oh my goodness, hello everybody, good morning. It is January 8th. A year ago, I was in Hawaii. That came up in my little like memories thing on my phone. I was in Hawaii with my whole family a year ago. That is so crazy to me. But anyway, today I wanted to share with you guys something. I have a couple of Zoom calls I'm doing with people who donated to the childhood cancer charity for my birthday. But before I do that, I wanted to share with you guys really sweet letters that I got in my P.O. box, okay? So this one, love it so much. So it says, I know you and Rachel love JoJo so much, so I'm giving you the one I got. You have changed my life. I love you so much. I'm watching your vlog right now. I got your Black Theater Kid merch for Christmas and I bought your No Sleep Club pants with my own money. My name is Lorelai. I'm 12 years old. I love your new Flynn pants.
Excuse me.
I love watching you and Rachel. Can you please show Rachel and Gwen the bow too? I love you, stay being amazing, Lorelai. The bow she's talking about, I don't know if you guys remember this, but my mom and I are obsessed with like these Shopkins mini brands.
We're obsessed.
We found out that this, I think, this is the mini
Brand's toys.
This is the Mini Brand's toys. And we were opening up Mini Brand toys the other day and saw that they have a JoJo bow. And I called JoJo and I was like, did you know that these blah, blah, blah. And I told her about it and she like was like, yes, I know, my friend has one. Lorelai sent me her Mini Brand JoJo bow. I feel like I should call JoJo. I'm gonna call JoJo right now.
Are those rare? I bet they're rare.
I'm sure they're rare. I love you, hello.
Hi, I love you so much. What's happening?
Look at what someone just sent me in the mail. Can I show you?
I'm terrified. It's a JoJo mini brand.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I know you like mini brands right now, don't you?
Yes, wait, do you have this one?
I don't know.
I have a JoJo Siwa product that JoJo Siwa doesn't have. I think I'm the only person in the universe.
Probably, honestly.
Okay, I love you, bye.
I love it.
Okay, so the next one, I got this, which is amazing. I also have more that I opened the other day from my P.O. box, and I'm not opening any of them until I'm with my mom because she loves them.
Can I just say something? Why are these so cool? Like,
They're so fun.
They're so fun and so cute. Like, I literally get so much joy when like watching
I know,
Colleen
me
do this.
too.
Opening these, like, why? Does anybody else?
They're for like little kids.
I know, does anybody else feel the same way? Like, please tell us, like.
We're obsessed and they're useless. Like, this is useless.
Tell us we're not alone.
And I don't play with toys. Flynn has no interest in these. We love them. Anyway, okay, I have to do Zoom call in 3 minutes, so I gotta hurry. But so this says, Dear Colleen and Gwen, hello. I'm realizing as I write this, you most likely have received 1 million of these, but I couldn't resist. I also realize how silly that I am 41 years old and sending toys to women I don't know. But I have to say, I think your mom is the most adorable person. I just think she's so great, which may be a little narcissistic, as my daughter says your mom reminds her of me. It's amazing how much similarity I see in our upbringing. So she wrote this long, sweet letter and it's just amazing, so kind. And she sent us this. So anyway, to anyone who has been sending letters and gifts to the P.O. box, thank you, completely unnecessary, so sweet of you. These are just, this I just thought was the sweetest thing in the world, that this little 12-year-old girl was like, Colleen will enjoy my JoJo bow mini brands more than, like, I just think that's so sweet. Does it, oh, it's, I don't wanna like take it off. I think it needs to stay on it. But anyway, I'm gonna go do my Zoom calls. But I love you guys and I'll see you in a little bit. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, it's so good to see you. Flynn's here.
Hi, Flynn.
Thank you so much, I love you.
Thank you, I love you too.
I'm so excited, hello. I love you so much and I will talk to you very soon. Okay, bye. Flynn, what time is it? What are we about to do? Advent! Okay, let me get it. You ready?
What time is it?
Woo! Time for Advent. Time for Advent. Time for Advent. Okay, so this is today.
Oh.
Ooh, what is that?
What is that?
I don't know. Take it out. See. What is that? Can you show it to the camera? Show them.
What?
You want? Okay, let's see if there's one in there for Flynn. Open it. What's in there? A dump truck? Are you serious?
I'm tired.
Yeah, are you serious?
Daddy.
Wow, that's so cool.
Thank you.
Let me see the dump truck you got. Whoa, that's so cool. So, in case you've missed all my vlogs, I explain it every day, but they love that dump truck, Flint. I had a craft advent calendar for Christmas time. It was pretty lame, and so I got sent a really cool craft advent calendar in the mail. But Flint's not interested in crafts, so I always take one of his toys and hide it in there. And he doesn't know. You want some lunch? Okay, we're gonna have some lunch. Here's the craft of the day. It's a doggy eating a candy cane. You like it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cute. So we have a FaceTime play date with an awesome little girl named Jocelyn. So we're gonna do that. Then tonight, Eric and I are going to film or record our first podcast. We haven't done that yet. So we're gonna record our first podcast. And that's what a fire truck says. That's planned for the rest of the day. See you in a little bit.
Later that day.
It's dance party time! Oh, he likes this one. Beautiful people of the world. So we ended up not recording the podcast tonight because I realized I needed to take a photo for a brand deal that was due today and I didn't do it yet, so I had to do that. Also, the podcast takes so much planning. It shouldn't sound like it. Like, no one should listen to it and be like, whoa, she like went, it shouldn't sound like we put any work into it. It should just sound like we're just hanging out. But there's actually so much work that goes into it that I just didn't know. So I was doing that most of the day and then working on this brand deal tonight. So we're gonna have to film or record the podcast tomorrow, but that's okay. I asked Twitter tonight, what should I talk about tonight? Cause you know, it's the end of the vlog. I feel like I haven't sat and like told a story or like really dived in with anything you guys. Was that English? I haven't really like told a story late at night on here or like just talked with you guys about anything. And so I asked, what should I talk about? Okay, and of course people are just fighting in the replies. Oy, oy, oy. Twitter is such a funny place. The majority of the responses are like story times and dating and college stories and dating stories. And a couple of people in particular brought up, there's a story about a guy I dated, I guess you could call that, and I call it like my Disneyland person or whatever. So like, I'll tell you that story in a second, but a lot of people want mental health updates and we're asking about my dermatillomania and all that stuff. So there was an overwhelming amount. I know it sounds like I talk about it a lot. Like this is how much I think about it. I have to constantly tell myself to not talk about it because I feel annoying because I feel like I talk about it too much. It's shocking to me whenever anyone's like, can you talk more about your mental health and like that? Because I'm like, oh, I feel like it's all I talk about. I feel so annoying about it, but I'll give you a very fast update. This is not gonna be a dramatic one. My dermatillomania is the same. My mental health seems fine, I think. Like, I don't know. I feel like kind of just the same as I always do. I'm not like at the worst stage of anything, but I'm also not great. Like, I'm just kind of like coasting in the middle of like, yeah, I've got dermatillomania and anxiety and ADHD, but like, I'm chilling. It's all fine. Who cares? There was a night a week ago or something where I had a really bad night with my dermatillomania and it was really bad. And so I'm still kind of recovering from that. But yeah, it's not great.
but anyway, but it's fine. I'm surviving. I think like having to do the Zooms and the video messages for people has been good for me, because a lot of people want me to say in their video messages, like the video messages I'm talking about, it was one of the ticket packages you could get for my New Year's Eve show. Like if you bought a VIP ticket, one of them came with like a video message from me. A lot of people are like, can you give me advice on like mental health? Can you give me advice on like anxiety or whatever? And I'm not a doctor, so no, I cannot, but I can tell you what I go through. And so having to talk about that and being like saying things over and over again that have helped me in the past, I think has helped me. So like making these video messages for people, I feel like has helped me with my mental health in the last week. Even though I'm overwhelmed and stressed, I like feel okay. Like one of the main things I've been saying to people in the video messages is like the stress you're feeling, the anxiety you're feeling in those really horrible moments of panic or fear or sadness, it's important to remind yourself that this will pass. Like this is temporary. You will get through this. Feel those feelings, be stressed, be scared, be sad, feel the feelings you need to feel, and then remind yourself this is temporary. It will get better. I've been through hard things in my life and I got through them, and then I had wonderful moments after those hard moments. So like I know I will get past this and everything will be okay. Since I've been saying that over and over and over again, like over 100 times, I feel like almost like secretly ingrained it into my brain so much to have to say that out loud over and over again that like maybe that's helped me subconsciously or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to the tea. So I'm doing fine mental health wise. My dermatillomania is bad, but it's whatever. So the story that some of y'all want to hear is from a long time ago. So I used to work at Disneyland. I worked in a parade and I worked in another show called Playhouse Disney, live on stage. It was really fun. I loved the job. For a while when I worked there, I was a single mingle Pringle, ready to dingle my lingle. I don't know, I'm tired. And there was a guy, I don't even remember the whole situation. It was such a mess. So there was a guy that like, I thought was cute, but like I thought he was way out of my league because I thought everyone was out of my league. He was talented and he worked with me and whatever. So he asked me out, which was crazy to me. I can't remember how it happened. I've never told this whole story online. I'm confident that I have not, because I've always been scared that like he will know that I'm talking about him, even though I have not talked to this person in well over a decade. There's no way this person watches my videos, but I was always afraid that he would find out that I was talking about him, or that he would hear through the grapevine, even though I wouldn't say anything bad about him. Like I'm not gonna like trash talk him or whatever, because he's like a nice guy, like, but I just had a bad situation. Okay, oh my God, I'm avoiding talking about it. I guess he asked me to hang out with him after our shift. So at Disneyland, it's cool because when you work there, you can, on your lunch break, if you want to, go into the park. At least in the department I worked in, I was a performer. And so if I wanted to, before my shift, after my shift, on my lunch break, I could go into Disneyland or into California Adventure. Oh my God, I don't know why this is stressing me out. I'm like sweating. So he asked me to go to dinner with him after our shift. And clearly it wasn't very a monumentous occasion, because I don't remember how he asked. He probably just was like, you want to hang out after? And like wasn't even exciting. But we went to the restaurant that's in the Pirates of the Caribbean. So like there's this restaurant called the Blue Bayou or something. It's like really fancy pants. And it's like when you go on the Pirates of the Caribbean, when you get on the little boat, you like, the beginning of it, you like go around this restaurant. People are eating there. And I know that when I was growing up, whenever we went to Disneyland, I'd always look at that restaurant and be like, oh my God, the rich fancy people are eating at that restaurant. Like it looks so fancy. So when he took me there, I was like, oh my God, like he took me here, like to the Blue Bayou. Even though it was like, we worked there, like I could have gone there any day, any time, because like I literally worked right there. So anyway, he took me there and he was really nice. We like had a nice dinner, like totally friendly. There was no chemistry, there's no spark, but like he was just a nice guy. And I didn't even know what chemistry or spark was at that point. I'd never been in love. I'd never experienced butterflies or anything like that at that point. He took me to this restaurant and it was all great. And even though I had never experienced like being in a deep love or whatever, I had imagined what it would be like. And so the circumstances seemed very romantic to me. Like, oh, we're at this really cool restaurant in the middle of Disneyland, which is like my favorite place ever. And this guy's like cute and nice and we're having a good conversation. And then we go out, and right when we leave the restaurant, it just so happened to be that like right as we were walking past the castle, or near the castle, like where you could see the castle, the fireworks started going off. We stood and like watched the fireworks, and he like held my hand and I was like, oh my God, we're like getting married. I didn't think that, but like, I was like, oh my God, he's holding my hand, that's so crazy. So we like held hands. Oh my gosh, I never told this story. I'm like uncomfortable. Hold on, I'm about to lose memory on my card, so give me a second. I got a new SD card and now I'm like looking for my messages from him online, which is potentially a horrible idea. God, I wanna see if I have any, because it might remind me of what happened. Like clearly this guy did not have too much of an effect on me. I don't even remember. I found our messages. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna go do some research with my receipts and I will come back to you with the tea. So I remember a little bit, but still not really at all. Oh my God, this is wild. We only have a few messages back and forth and some of it's confusing because clearly we were texting at some point instead of messaging, obviously. We are just kind of like chatting nothingness back and forth. He said, okay, something must be revealed. You might get a kick out of it. I've had it, so this is before our like date or whatever, okay? So I've had a crush on you from day one and sent some girls that we worked with on a mission to find out if you had a boyfriend. So one day as we're carpooling, so-and-so told me that you don't have a boyfriend, so I'm stoked. I come up with a date that would be fun, dinner and a play at the Actors Co-op in Hollywood. I have the day picked out and everything. As we're all riding over on the tram, I'm getting nervous because I'm planning to ask you out when we get off the tram. Not 50 yards from our stop behind the Tower of Terror, you start talking about the boy you're dating to someone else. We overhear the girls that he was talking to have oops written all over their face. We both bust up laughing, me knowing what a close call that was. So anyway, and then he says other stuff and then he's like, okay, I've got to get to the store, and like totally changes the subject. Like I was like, what the heck? Because then by this point I was not with anyone. So I was like, oh my gosh, he likes me. And so then after he sent me that, then I knew he liked me and then he asked me to go to dinner. And then we went to this dinner and like we, with the fireworks, whatever. And so then after, I think it was that night, like after the fireworks, he gave me a little smoochy smooch. And I was like, that was great. But I have no chill. I have no chill. I'm the type of girl where like back in the days of like my single days, which were like 5 seconds of my life, like not that I had boyfriends, but I never like dated a bunch of people, you know what I mean? The reason is because I was never a type of girl who would enjoy dating. Like that's not fun for me. That's not interesting to me. I don't have time for that. I was always just like, let's cut to the chase. I'm not playing games. Like, do you like me? Do you want to marry me? Because if not, like goodbye. Like that's literally, I'm like any rules you've heard about in dating, like don't text him for 24 hours and like all the rules they tell you, like I do not abide by these rules. You know, I never like cared about those things like ever, which most humans do not like that. Anyway, so I know he kissed me and I thought that was great and whatever. And so then the next day I hadn't heard from him yet and I was like, hello, I saw you like 12 hours ago and you still haven't texted me. Like, what is your problem? Like the person that I am who doesn't have time to wait around and play games, I literally text him the next day and I was like, hey, haven't heard from you, but like had fun last night or something. I don't remember, I said something like that. And he responded, it was fun and comfy. And I've told that online before. I've told that a story at some point on my career on the internet that like I had a date with a guy and he said the next day like, yeah, it was fun and comfy. Like that was his response. And I remember I was with my friend John and I showed him the text and he was like, oh sweetie, that's not good. He straight was just like, he does not like you. Like that is not good. And so I was like, what? He's like, no, if he likes you, he's not gonna text you that you were like hanging out with you was comfy. Like that's like friend talk. Like that's not good. I then messaged him. This is so cringe. This is like what not to do 101, but it's how I roll. So I said, hi, quick question for you. There's something I'd like to chat with you about. I'd like to get it off my chest. Here's the thing. This is so cringe. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna play games or beat around the bush. I'm pretty straightforward. I don't like drama, so I'm just gonna be blunt. Obviously, I like you. I had a good time with you. I just need to know if you are interested in pursuing something with me or if you just wanna be friends. This is after one night hanging out and it wasn't even like a date. It wasn't like an official thing. It was just like, hey, you wanna hang out after our shift? Oh my God. So I just kind of reiterate that over and over again, like, hello, just like, let me know. And then I said, let me know, hope to hear from you soon. This is what he said. Colleen, you're the bomb. I don't remember any of this. He said, "You're the bomb. Thanks for this. Sorry I sent you mixed signals. Everything good I've said about you in the past is 100% true. I guess at the end of the day, I'm not ready to pursue a relationship more than friends right now." He said, "This could be me being afraid of commitment, but I'm hoping this is just me figuring stuff out. Sorry if I hurt you. I feel lucky you care about me. You're amazing, princess. Thank you. Praying for you." And his name. I actually, even though it's like against like dating rules, I love that little young baby me. How old was I here? Like 20, 21? I was young. Like that I knew like, I'm not gonna wait around and play games and wonder if he likes me. I just wanna know and like move on with my life. So then I wrote back and I was like, "Oh, bummer. It's all good though. We can be friends. Like cool, haha," and like jokes. And then I signed it. "Peace out, home skillet." So then I do remember that like a couple days later he had a girlfriend. Like I do remember that. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's that full story. I hope there's no way he like figures out that like I told the storyline. Not that like anyone else would know who I was talking about, but like he's very nice and whatever. I don't think we like ever spoke again. Anyway, that's that stupid story. That was literally 13 years ago. So that's my dating history. So. And if you guys have watched me long enough, you know that like any guy I like dated before, which I don't have a big track record, like I barely dated anyone, usually was like someone who's like my friend who I didn't really like have feelings for really. It was just kind of like we were friends for so long and then it turned into like more than friends. And then I was like, oh, I guess we're boyfriend and girlfriend. Like that's kind of like what my dating history was like. And so this was the first time I like kind of experienced like dating someone, I guess, because it was like a date and we didn't start off as friends because we weren't really like friends really before then. And so that's how I handled that. I literally was like, "Hey, we hung out once. So do you like me? Are you gonna pursue a relationship with me or not? Because I want to move on with my life." Like, you're not supposed to do that kind of stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys were entertained by that story because clearly I'm totally insane. I'm gonna go to bed, but I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.